Plaintiff Khadijah Saeed says the defendant is currently dating her godson, and she caused a lot of problems for her godson and his ex-girlfriend. Khadijah says she allowed the defendant to move into her home, but she's suing her today for unpaid rent. Defendant Markeisha Moore says after she moved in with Khadijah, she became controlling and jealous of Markeisha's relationship with her boyfriend. Markeisha claims she moved out because Khadijah harassed her, and she no longer felt safe. And she's countersuing for a security deposit and the harassment.
Start with you.
Your Honor, if you would just indulge me for a second. I cannot go back to New York without telling you that my godmother, Shirley Ramsey, who is a 3-time cancer survivor, is your biggest fan. She loves and admires you tremendously.
Where are you from?
New York City.
All right. And what do you want to tell me about yourself and your friendship with the defendant?
Your Honor, Markeisha Morse is accompanied today by my godson, Tariq Page, and that's how I came to know Miss Markeisha Morse. So in October of 2013, my godson came to me and he stated that he was having a problem with his mom. Could he live with me?
Were there any terms? Was he to be in school? Was he to work?
Yes, absolutely, Your Honor. The terms of that agreement was that he was to return to school, that he would continue to working,
Good.
he would pay $200 a month rent,
Good.
and that he would use my place as a stepping stone. So I requested that he either get a condo or a co-op so that he would not have to live from pillow to post, that he would always have some equity.
There you go. Go ahead.
A few months, however, Your Honor, after living with me, he got his baby mama pregnant. And a few months after that, he met Markeisha. She wreaked havoc in that relationship and caused a lot of friction between him and his baby mama, which resulted in them not speaking. Him and his baby mama broke up. Markeisha and him became more of an item. They decided to go on vacation where they intended to have a threesome with their coworker.
How do you know all that?
So they told me, Your Honor.
Wow. This is something. This is something.
So they came back from the vacation, and from what I understand, Markeisha was jealous because Todd maintained his friendship with the coworker, and they ended up getting into an argument at work, and Keisha and the girl got fired.
Go ahead. What else you want me to know? And then I'm going to let her give me some background, then we're going to allow you to tell me about the rent you're suing for.
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you. She arrived at my house at 2 o'clock in the morning stating that she needed a place to stay on the strength of my godson. I allowed her to stay. It was supposed to be a temporary
situation.
situation.
What was the agreement?
There was no agreement, Your Honor, because it was supposed to be a temporary situation. Upon the first of the next month, she gave me the $200 that I had the agreement with Tariq. So that was not conducive to a healthy living environment, at which time we agreed to get a larger apartment. We found a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment, which we all agreed to to share the rent equally.
Okay, and what was her portion?
Her portion was a third. We all paid a third.
How much was that?
$462.50.
All right, let me allow her to give some background now. Ma'am?
Okay, I met Khadijah in 2012, June, and she is the godmother of Tariq Page, who's here with me now. When I met her, she's a total different person than she is now. When I met her, she was very loving, caring, open arms and all that. But when I moved in, it was it just did a switcheroo.
She flipped on your household.
It was like controlling, jealous of me and his relationship, or get upset when we won't invite her to the movies with us.
Where do you think that came from? You don't think she felt it was a good relationship for her godson? Why do you think she did that?
I don't know. I'm not totally. I don't know. She didn't.
Did you ever discuss it with him and try to figure it out?
He said that she's like that. She just like.
No, you said she wasn't when you first knew her.
Yeah, but I've seen.
He says, go ahead.
Seen multiple occasions where she flipped out on him for not doing what she wanted him to do.
All right. So she really flipped out all the time.
Yeah.
You just saw it. I
like to give people a chance. Like, she may have did it to him, but I didn't think she'll have do it to me. Like,
okay.
It was no type of animosity between us. We were cool.
Okay. What else you want me to know?
She called me out my name, called me the B word, because she assumed that I was using her bowl and her spoon. It just started getting petty. Like I couldn't use the washing machine.
How long did you stay in her house or in that location?
From October.
You all co-leased, right?
Yeah, from October 2013 up until March. But I
you
did.
You co-leased. All right.
Correct.
All right, and the rent was $462.50?
Yes.
How does she owe you?
Your Honor, she owes me because on March 6th, I sent a text message out like, are we paying rent this month? And my godson replied back, oh, Keisha's moving out tomorrow. So she owes for rent from March through the end of the lease of September because she moved out arbitrarily without having any discussions. And that monetary agreement that we have based on the lease, which is for 12 months.
All right, and you say the balance was 7 months?
Yes.
You know you had an obligation to try and find another roommate. What do you say about this, man?
Well, there was another roommate. There was 4 of us instead of 3. So we had intention.
That's right. That's right, Doc. You having fun, Doc.
So
Go ahead.
it was actually her sister. We all had intentions.
How much was the 4th person paying? $462?
$462.50 also. So when we had intentions.
So what's $462.50 times 4?
$1,850.
All right, so when she left, that left $462.50 void. Your part.
Correct.
All right, so you left them in debt.
Not necessarily, because we all had intentions to move in with just 3 people with that amount.
Got it. But what you did, I know your intentions might have been that, but what you did is you agreed to pay $462.50, and that was part of the $1,850 divided by 4 people, and you, the 4th person, moved out, leaving these people with $462.50 to take care of.
One, I did pay March rent. I gave it to Tyreek. He made a money order.
What about the other months?
The other months?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't pay.
You had a responsibility.
That's correct,
because you
but
were on the lease.
I understood that, but if I'm feeling like I'm unsafe in an environment, why should I stay and
Okay, what evidence do you have to demonstrate you
I
were
have
unsafe?
Tyreek as a witness showing like when she was actually.
Did he stay?
Yeah, he stayed.
So he felt safe?
No, because it's his godmother. He's able to put up with that. I'm not related to her in any type of way.
Okay, and so tell me what she did to make you feel unsafe.
She threatened me.
What did she say she was going to do to you?
Have her friends beat me up.
Okay. Did you say that?
No, Your Honor.
Yeah, I don't believe it. All right. What's your counterclaim? $1,463. And by the way, did you go to the police?
I called the police to try to make
a report?
No.
Okay, good enough. $1,463 for security deposit and harassment.
Correct. Because first of all, it was unsafe to live there. She was constantly harassing me.
What else?
Okay.
Because you started out, ma'am, this is why I'm doing this. You started out, your defense at first was, it was 4 of us, so I don't believe I owe. You gave me financial reasons. Okay. Then when I broke that down and showed you how that didn't make sense, then you switched it over.
No.
She threatened to have me beat up.
No, it's no switch over. It's all one thing. It was financial reasons, emotionally.
All right. Where's your police report?
I don't have one because I was busy working. I didn't want that
You're too busy. Gotcha. All right. Person feels they're about to get assaulted and hurt. They're not too busy to go to the police.
Well, I was doing 12 hours.
Good enough. That's not going to fly today.
Okay.
All right. Therefore, I'm going to grant your judgment, $3,238. And her counterclaim is she was scared of you. But she wasn't so scared that she had time to go to the police. Judgment for the plaintiff. Your claim is dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, thank you.
I just feel like, that's my godmother. This is my lady. I do think that it got to the point where it wasn't a safe living environment for either parties. And so I understand why Markeisha left. And I just hope that I can still maintain a relationship with them separately.
I think Markeisha should take an introspective look at herself and take responsibility for her own actions. And at the same time, if she felt threatened or anything like that, then she shouldn't use social media as a way to discredit someone's character.